We just became a Part 145 repair station with the Federal Aviation Administration. The benefits of that means that we're able to offer a brand new enhanced level of safety that we've never been able to offer before. The accreditation process took about 1 year. We had excellent staff, Mr. Maxwell, who's our lead aircraft mechanic. He was the one that kind of shepherded us through the whole process. In order to attain the certification manual, the FAA requires us to have everything from the safety management system to having certain quality controls with regards to our quality control manuals and certain training curriculum for aircraft maintenance staff as well. Once we went ahead and submitted all the different training curriculums, had the FAA come out here and visit our facilities and our equipment, they were able to award us the Part 145 Repair Station certificate. The benefits of that is that we can now operate on aircraft that are more commercially. We have the FAA's endorsement when it comes to working on aircraft as well. We can start working on certain segments that were previously closed off to us because we don't have that certification. And we're hoping that by attaining the certification, it distinguishes us from a lot of the other aircraft maintenance shops in the region. And we're hoping we can start working on much larger aircraft in the future as well. The airport itself is a Part 139 airport, which means that we can handle the charter operations as well. And that's kind of similar, where we have manuals, we have procedures, we have certain standards we have to be inspected by the FAA annually. And it's on the same tier as our aircraft maintenance shop with the 145. So the 139 applies to airports, the 145 applies to aircraft maintenance. As a requirement, every 3 years let's do a live emergency exercise. And the goal of that is for all of our first responders, whether it be EMS, whether it be the fire department, police department, in this case National Guard, the public relations information officers, it gives them a chance to get as much practice and experience as far as responding to a live accident without there actually being a plane crash. The benefits being that not only do you have increased confidence in their staff and first responders in Anderson County, but this gives everyone a chance to go ahead and troubleshoot communications, to try to figure out who takes the lead, who's the incident commander, what type of avenues do we need to go ahead and respond to this accident. With regards to the air show, we are looking to have another one October 22nd and 23rd. It is going to be the first air show we've ever had on a weekend, so we're going to have it on possibly a Saturday and a Sunday. We were unable to get the Royal Canadian Snowbirds, but we have contacted the United States Navy. We're going to have a F-18 Super Hornet do a single ship demonstration, which is going to be very intense, very loud, and it's going to have capabilities to perform maneuvers that the jet aircraft employed by the Royal Canadian Snowbirds cannot do. We are also looking at having the Shockwave jet truck be one of the performers at our event as well. It is the fastest, well, I believe it has the world record according to Guinness as the fastest jet truck in the world. I think its top speed is 376 miles per hour. The last time we had an air show, it was going to be on a Wednesday. We had about 20 to 30,000 people on the airfield for a Wednesday event. For this being a Saturday and Sunday event, we're expecting probably about 60,000 plus. And much like last year, it's going to be a free event. So we're not charging for admission, we're not charging for parking, but that means that sponsorship and funding is that much more critical because we've got to make sure everything's paid for before we have a single person step on the airfield.
My name's Chris Maxwell. I've been with Anderson County for 14 years. I'm the aircraft maintenance supervisor here, and we've come a long way since I started years ago. And we first started out by obtaining a contract, a federal contract, to do all the maintenance for the state of South Carolina for the Civil Air Patrol search and rescue aircraft, and then that evolved into we were able to get half of North Carolina to do their maintenance also. And so they have a fleet based all over South Carolina, all over North Carolina, and they bring them all in here to us. We have 5-year contracts and very good people to work with. And they're involved in a lot of other things other than search and rescue, and they are a great customer of ours. The largest aircraft that we'll be able to service are large, medium-sized turboprop aircraft, single-engine turboprop aircraft. which when we say the Cessna Caravans, they are mostly cargo haulers, single engine. They are mostly used as feeders for larger airports that big jets can't get into. They pick up the freight and take them to, say, Atlanta or Charlotte, which are put on larger aircraft. So that's what we'll see here are the propeller high-wing turboprop aircraft. These aircraft that we are going to be working on are very environmentally friendly. They're not noisy, and they are not very high-speed aircraft. They're designed for smaller airports, undeveloped. They use them in Alaska quite a bit, in the South America, Caribbean, and Africa for the undeveloped airstrips and rough terrain. So they're not big, and they're not loud, and they're not noisy. These are going to be 12 passengers if they're in passenger configuration, about 12 passenger maximum. Eventually we would like to move up to larger corporate aircraft. The corporate jets is is the next step for us, and that's and the avionics. We're getting into the avionics repair business, avionics maintenance, aircraft certification. Aircraft have to have a certain amount of every other year they have to have certain tests done on them, and that's what we're looking to get into. I've always heard that the most important piece of pavement in a county is the one with the white stripe right down the middle with the numbers on it. The runways out there. It's the gateway to Anderson County for many people, and we're the first thing they see. And it's important for us to be professional and a quality shop, quality service facility. So that's what we strive for, and it's very important for Anderson County, the people that live in Anderson County, because the businesses that come here, that establish here, that employ lots of people, this is their first impression they get, and we have to make a good one.
We greatly appreciate the support and faith Anderson County has placed in us. We look forward to continuing serving the public, and if there's anything we can do, we're available.